Hello and thanks for joining me today for another video for Tonic Studios. Today's video is with craft kit number 33, and before I go any further I should really just say that this kit has already sold out, so unfortunately the video is for inspiration purposes only, because there are no more of these kits available. They're very popular every month, and that's really good news for Tonic, but if you haven't been a subscriber or didn't manage to get your hands on this one right away when it was released a couple of days ago, I'm sorry, you'll have to wait until the next kit is released. But as for now, this is number 33. It is called White Wonderland, and before I make anything with it I'm going to show you all of the lovely stuff that's inside, so I'll just tidy up the desk and give you a little run through what's on there. First of all, we've got a die set called the Festive Die Set, and there are 12 dies in total. You can see them here. Some of them are the verso dies, so they cut the pattern into the card, and others have an outside edge on them, so you can see lots of lovely arch shapes here, and obviously I'll be showing you what we can do with those later. There are 12, as I say, 12 dies in that, and a lovely little Christmas stamp set with 7 stamps in it. The card this time is really nice because it's all my favourite colours, so I'll just show you all of that. There's classic card first of all in Misty Grey, and that's a lovely textured card. Then there's Marina Mist holographic card, holographic mirror card, you can see it there. I don't want to lift this card right off it because it's very shiny and bright, and you'll probably just see me looking back through it. So on the mirror card, see that lovely turquoise there? That is Turkish turquoise. And then we have Caribbean Sea pearlescent card. I just love aquas and turquoises. Are really lovely together, especially with silver. So these are speciality cards here, the next two, and that one is silver pinstripe. You can just see the lovely little detail in it there. And this one is Arctic ice. So there's also going to be a little 6x6 printed book, and unfortunately it wasn't ready at the time of sending to me, so I haven't got it, but if you're a subscriber you'll be getting that too. Now I have got 4 little glitter pots here. In your set you'll be getting a random selection of any 2 of these, so really lovely in ice colours and turquoise, so you'll be getting 2 of those. Then there is a jewel drop, so that's one of the translucent drops, not like the opaque crystal drop, but it's translucent, and that one is called Iceberg Blue. There's also a mini sparkle spray, and that one is called Peacock Blue. Then there are 2 mini mousse packs, and one of them is expanding mousse. That's this one. This one is expanding mousse, so that can be used with stencils or whatever, and then when you apply heat to it, it expands. That one is Iced Aqua, and this is the embellishment mousse, a mini one as well, and that one is called Polar Wind. So they're really lovely to use together. You'll also get 2 little sponges for blending, so you can use that with really with any of the Nouveau products. And on top of that you will also get a sticker, which wasn't in my set either, but there's this beautiful stencil. I should take it out of the pack. Well, I'll take it out of the pack whenever I'm going to use it in the next stage of the video. And this is the time for another little binder, so every quarter I think it is, you get one of these binders to slip all your little project things into and keep all your little folders together for each craft kit. I've gone ahead a little and prepared the base of my card, but I'm going to show you how I've done it, and I'm just using a piece of card here that's not actually in the kit, but I had only obviously the one sheet of this card in the kit, and I wanted to be sure that I had done it right. So I've used this large outline die, and that's going to give me a nice rectangular card shape with rounded corners. So first of all, I've taken the piece of card, I've popped it in my machine, my super trimmer, which I use a lot, and the scoring blade up the centre of it. This actually has a cutting blade here, but the other one is a scoring blade, and bring that out and fold it over, burnish that with my bone folder, and then take this large die and put it right on the edge. So if you can see there, you hold it right at the edge and you'll actually feel that when you bring it in. Sorry, I should show you first here. The cutting edge is on the inner edge of the die. So if you set that down and slide it in until you feel that cutting edge on the edge of your card. Now what you don't want to do is have that right in the centre, because if you do, you'll just end up with two pieces of card and not what I'm trying to achieve here. So that cutting edge must be just slightly on the outside. You see there? Just slightly on the outside of the card where the fold is. And if you tape that down like so, and then run that through your machine, when you open it up, you'll end up with a card. Now I've gone ahead a little bit further, but you'll end up with a card this shape with the fold in the middle, and you don't have to attach the two pieces together. But the very important thing is to make sure that that outer edge is just slightly off the fold of the card and not on it, because if it's on it again, I say, you'll end up with two separate pieces of card. So after I have done that, I have then taken this lovely decorative detail die. I've opened the card out, now I've got it like this, popped this into the centre here of, sorry, around the outside of one half of the card, and I've run that through my die cutting machine, and that has given me this lovely filigree shape. Now I've just done a mock-up one to start off with. This is what I normally do when I get my kits. I'll run through a few details, a few ideas on other spare card that I have. So that's what it ended up looking like. Now that's not Tonic card, that's just a piece of scrap card that I had about, but I thought that possibly it would need a wee bit more support. So what I used then was some of the Tonic Craft Perfect construction weight acetate, and I have used the outer die. Now really the die doesn't go through the whole acetate, but I'll just show you what I did. I set the acetate down, put this die down, then I set this one into the centre, and I've taped the outside. We're just assuming this is acetate for the moment. I've taped that one on. I have set this one into the centre, and then again I have used this smaller one, and would just tape that in here. And then, keeping that in place, I can remove this one, and obviously I would have another little piece of masking tape or whatever to hold that down. That then will give me a frame shape. So that frame then I have set on top of the acetate, put through the cutting machine, and I did it twice, and that made a really good imprint. And then I just took my craft knife, and that's the shape of it there. I took my craft knife and just helped it out of the shape, and a little drop of Craft Perfect Nouveau Deluxe adhesive just around the outside edge, just little drops of it, and on these points here, and that gave a lovely frame. It has no detail on it because obviously it's going to strengthen the card. I set that down flat out like this with a book on top, and that helped the adhesive to take. And now I've got this lovely card which has the opening here at the front. This is nice and strong because it's supported by acetate, but it's got beautiful detail that you can see through. So after that, then I got the lovely Craft Perfect card, which was in the kit. This is Misty Grey, and I've done exactly the same thing as I did to achieve the first card shape with this one. So I've taken a little piece of grey card, I've scored it with my super trimmer. I have again set this die down and keeping the cutting edge just off the fold of the card, and then cut that out, and I've ended up with this lovely little card. So I want to put that just in this inside the centre there, and to do that I'm going to put some double-sided tape on the back of it, like so. And there we are. Just remove the backing, and remember when you're popping this into the centre to be sure that you've got the card facing the right way and you've got this one facing the right way. So just set it in there, press it down, and there you are. So you've now got a card with two openings, and this one will open out through this one. So after that, I'll just set that aside for a moment or two. I have taken, I'm just checking the names here, the silver pinstripe card. I have used that same outer die again, which is in here. I have cut out a solid shape. Then I have used this die on top, and that then has given me this lovely shape. So I want to attach that onto here, and I'm just going to do that again with some glue. Glue or a double-sided tape would do for this on this part. I think you need just a tiny drop of glue on here, not too much. Don't want that poking out and ruining the card. So I'll just set that on there and hold that in place just for a second or two, and that card is really, really lovely. It's really lovely pattern of it and a lovely soft sheen. So there we are. Now I have taken this die and I have cut it on this holographic card. I have got this shape and I want to put that on there, but that's going to be a background to another little shape which I have cut out here. So I have used my silver pinstripe card again. I have used the same die that I cut this one with. I've cut the background. I have left out the next one, sorry, I've cut that, and then I have used this inside. Now I could have used another die in between, but I just thought that this silver card was so nice that I wanted to see this nice detail on there and not cover it all up. You can see a little bit on the actual card there, but I wanted to show it here too. So I have used those, put that through the die cutting machine, and that then has given me this lovely shape. So what I'm going to do now is just glue this onto here, and then I'm going to use some of my Craft Perfect adhesive dimensional foam pads, and I'm going to add this on top here. Now to finish this off, I'm just going to take some jewel drops and add them to the holly at the corners of the outside edge here. So it's always best just to, if this is just newly opened, to squeeze it out, just squeeze a little bit out first so to catch any air bubbles there might be, and then just make sure if you're going to add 2 or 3 together that you just leave a little gap so that they don't spread and all become one. So they're just there. And just be careful and make sure that you don't join them all together. There we are. Now, I know my next one is a pernickety little detail, but I like it. So again, we're going to just pop out a little bit of the glue onto the card there, and then these lovely little sequins, I'm just going to take a couple of them out and grab the bigger ones and just dip 2 of them in and add them to where the bell is there. Just grab one here. And there, we have a lovely little card. My next little card is quite simple. I've just taken a 6x6 white card blank. I've put some of the silver pinstripe card on the back and then this lovely textured card on the front. And then I've taped a piece of, I think it's 13 by 13 white card onto my craft mat, my glass mat, and then I have taped the stencil over the top. So obviously if the stencil is bigger than the card that's underneath and you just tape one, the other then could move, so you've got to tape one down first and then the other. I've also taped over the Merry Christmas at the bottom because I really just want this pattern on my card. And now I'm going to take some of the embellishment mousse. Now this is the embellishment mousse, not the expanding mousse, and my little spatula, and I'm going to take some of this out and just put it on here. Now I just need to leave that to dry for a little while. I could dry it with the heat gun or whatever, but I'm just going to leave it to dry for a little while and then I'm going to glue it onto the card here. These are the 2 finished cards then, so I really love the way that one turned out. There you are. Now I have used just a couple of other items that you've seen through the video that weren't in the kit. So it's basically just some white card and the acetate and the adhesive foam squares, a couple of things like that. So I'll add my affiliate links to the bottom and you can have a look and see what you think of some of the other things as well. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, I'd really appreciate it if you would subscribe, and that'll keep you up to date with any other videos and things that I'll be doing soon. I have another one ready to post, I think, in another couple of days. It's been made for about a week or so now, so the item that it's actually using hasn't been released yet, so I'll be sharing that one with you very soon as well. So thank you again, and I hope to see you soon. Thanks, bye.